Alrighty, and here we go. I'm going to see if I can't do a little late streaming of this match. I owed it to Ed to get this up here. He came to bowl against me at Sparetime over there on the second. We were supposed to bowl on the first, but I suck at days of the week apparently. So let's start it off here with Eddie. He'll be bowling on lane 9, switching over to lane 8. As he starts out on the head pin with a split, and hopefully that'll score up right without anything giving me too many fits today. Pops the front 2, but unable to get it to connect on the 610, so looking to pick up 2 sticks for the 10 box. As you saw real quickly from the stats there, Eddie's had a bit of a rough start this season, just 30 and 40. I'll bring it up again. He's only bowled 5 matches, which is great. He's averaging 110, but he finds himself 20 games back in Division 2 and looking to get this ship righted for himself so he can get back into competition and see if he can make the postseason. And despite my encouragement, he's not going to get a friend out of that. So 2 head pin hits, 2 splits right out of the gates. An ugly. Ooh, wow, he really got the kick out of the gutter on that one. He had the 4, 5, 7, 10. He got the 7. He moved the wood, but no love here as he's going to see what he can get out of the setback. And it's going to bounce out of there. It'll just be an 8, so a rough start for Eddie here, 17 through 2. But hey, look, being on the head pin matters. You can't split them all. He's going to fire away here in box 3. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Second time in 3 boxes that he's had this same leave. The 2, 4, 6, 10. 3 for 3 on head pins and splits early out of the gates here for him. And that one's going to bunny hole. I don't know if he was trying to kick the wood into the 4 to cause some chaos. And oof, he'll hit it again. Just a 6 box, so 23 through 3. Tough start out of the gates here at Sparetime for Red Woodside. And these lanes can notoriously be tough. And as you can see, Mark Moon was kind enough to open the place up. We had it all to ourselves. Hey, he's got a head pin without a split. Leaves the diamond 3. We'll see if he can catch this right. One's going to stay out to the right, clear out the 6, 9, and certainly not the way he wanted that one to go. I'll chip out one more for a 9 box, so just 32 through 4 for Ed. Obviously, you want to sit on one here. You don't want to go through the first half dry. But again, every ball's been on the head pin. Let's see if you can get a break here. There you go. Much better. Gets the 6 and the 10 to fall, and now just a lone 2 pin to pick up his first mark of the string. And to give me a chance to test my replay. Yay. Absolutely. The Bronx cheer, the yay. Ed mocking himself with his first pair of the string. Make sure the replay's working right. Looks good. We'll give the spare. Not much to talk about as I get ready to go here. Bring up my stats. I've had a crazy start to the season. 94 and 32, averaging 122, but I've been in a slump lately, and this is my 10th match of the ACST season. And I'll start out pulling this one through the 3 hole. Get away with it, though. I mean, look at this. You got the 1, 2. If that pin's going to cuddle up and stay there. Maybe not. Still a pretty good setup despite not being on target. So. And I'm going to be off target again. Pretty much the exact same spot. Drilling the wood out of there. And now still having to pick up the 1, 2, 10 this time with no help. Blowing away an early start. Woo, that accuracy. 3 balls, no head pin. Just an 8 box out of the gates, giving Ed an early 1 pin lead. You'll see down at the bottom, as I've completed a box, I'll show you the difference in our scores through completed boxes. On the left-hand side, it's how many pins I have to score to catch up to him in the half. And in the middle, it's the difference in pinfalls for the whole match. And yeah, all right. My turn to start the splits. Right through the core, spread eagle, everybody's favorite. I like the extra piece of wood there behind the 6 to kind of make things get active. Let's see if I can hit what I'm aiming at. Oh!
Just one.
That was a heck of a try. It did pretty much what I wanted to. It just couldn't find that corner. So just the lonely 7-pin. No way. That'll be $1 for Candlepins for Cancer. Every box that I throw that isn't at least a 10 or better, I'm donating $1 to Candlepins for Cancer this season. And it's cost me some coins. So there's 2 boxes and $2 in the early going here in the match. Looking for the head pin. And, well, doing my best impersonation of Ed's luck here as I splash through it, leaving the 4, 7, 10. We'll see where this wood ends. In theory, I kind of want to get, I know I want to get outside that 4-pin, see if I can kick the 4 into that wood, have it shoot that over to the 10. Here comes the shot, see if I can do it. I'm calling it. And oof, oof. Let that one go. Tough going early on for me. And again, it seems like last couple of months I just haven't had the same feel on the ball, and I miss it again. Jeez. Well, that 8 box has me at 25 through 3. Ironically, good enough for a 2-pin lead, but neither one of us really lighting any fires here in the early going in our match. Trying to get back on target here. That's going to be a little thin on the head pin, but I'll take it, although I'm not a big fan of the wood setup here. I've got the 3-5. I've got a brace on the outside. Maybe I can try to get around it and sneak that in, swoop it across. Worried about catching the cap here. Oh, well, it was enough to drive it. So we'll get my first mark of the string. Double match for that matter. As I pop the cap and drill the 3-5. You hear Ed there saying nobody wants to go an over for a half, and that's absolutely true. All right, first fill ball. Not a bad one. Little thin, good mix there. This time instead of the 3-5, we move it over 1. It's the 6-9. No wood to help me, so a nice simple ball between the two of them.
All right, make your shots.
Encouraging myself, make your shots. Or miss it like a chode. Just taking out the 9, leaving the 6.
This is only 2-pinners. It's going to be a long day.
Yep. Can't be giving away those 2-pinners. And another $1 for Candlepins for Cancer after a crap start there. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. So I have 52 at the half. Ed's sitting at 42 plus a ball, so really kind of right on pace with each other. I'm going to get this out of here because I know Ed kind of sets and fires quickly. And true to form, boom. Back on the head pin. Everything but the 7, but a great plank. And oh, is it gonna cozy on up? Well, halfway there. Safe place, you're off the lip, and no doubt as Ed sends that guy back into the pit. 2 marks in a row after a dry start. Again, perfect on the head pin through his first 6 boxes. Looking for another big fill here. All right, he got the post to carry. So after the hit, once again on the head pin, just the triangle 2. Thank you, Greg Guyar. Ugh. Pulls the 2 and 4, but can't get anything to carry the 5 for him, so looking for the stick. And that one's going to stay out there. It's a 9 box, 77 through 7. I like to use lanes 8 and 9 or any odd pair with both ball returns at spare time. It allows me to put the cameras pretty dead center, make it easy. And ouch. Ed's back on the split there as he's got the spread eagle, but the 8's still standing. That's just a tough draw. Well, shoots the 4-7-10. Let's see if we can clean this one up. Kind of a weird mess here with the 2, the 3. Well, all right. Is it going to carry the 3rd? Cleans out the 2-6. It'll be an 8 box, so 85 with a pair to go. Neither of us blowing things up at all here. Had a great time bowling with Ed. I think he's probably the one bowler I've seen that kind of talks to himself as much as I do when I'm out there. And that's his first ball off the head pin so far in this match. So after 8 in a row, he's got the Caleri down the left-hand side. And the skip is...
Oh, come on! Yeah!
There it goes.
Wow.
Boy, that one really wanted to give a fight, but finally the 7 caved and came forward.
It didn't want to go. No, I seen the other pin just touch it. I said it hit it. I know.
Good times. Good times. I love it. That's such a tough shot here. Any of the 4 horsemen, you know, spare time seems to have heavier pins. It's hard to explain. Great fill as he's back on the head pin. 9 out of 10 on the string. Just has to pick up the 5-8 for the spare here. Hopefully that would. I'm not crazy about it. Let's see how he goes at it. Yeah, he caught the cap. So he needs the stick here for a 113. See what happens. Nope, it'll be a 112 as he continues to just be a little off on his single targets. So I'll step up, needing a 60 to tie, 61 to win. But Ed will finish with 9 on the head pin, 4 splits, 3 spares, 12 pins left standing on the deck. The downside, obviously, of using these 2 lanes is, you know, bowlers have to shuffle the balls between the left side and the right side. What I do like is, since I bowl a lot of double-header matches, it does mean that when the bowler that you're bowling with is reaching for their bowling ball or whatever, it's away from you. It doesn't feel like it's, you know, interfering with the other bowler at all. All right, let's see what we do here, starting out the second half. Well, it's a good ball. Wraps around a lonely 6 pin.
All right, see if I can make up for this. This is the last pin I couldn't hit.
That's what I was talking about with Ed, too. Like, he makes the same comments all string long, and I'll take it.
As JB would say, face.
That's one for you, JB. In case you catch this, I would consider that absolutely in the face. Get the spare, heading in the right direction. 62 plus a ball. And then I've decided I'm just going to rip that ball through the 3-hole, a crappy 4 fill, leaving a mess here. The 1, the 2, the 6, 7, 8, and 10. So I want to be on the inside of the head pin, right at the 3 pocket. Probably should have hit it a little heavier than that. Cleaned up everything in the middle, just the bedposts to deal with. Got some fun wood. Let's see if we can slide this sucker across. Oh, a little too thin. So it'll be another $1 for Candlepins for Cancer there, as I have my 5th open box through 7. 75 with 3 to go. Obviously needing at least 1 more mark here. Probably 2 if I keep filling them with 4s. But we'll see what happens down the stretch. Can't find the head pin, but blowing everything up. A nice easy ball down the middle here. 1-3. Wow, that's a sigh. I knew I pulled it. think Eddie's like, I don't think it's going to come out hard enough. I'm like, I don't deserve it if it happens. Ugh. Awful on the head pin today. And I'm going to drop that one, leave it outside. Making things worse for myself. 84 with a pair to go. Probably sneaking closer and closer to 2-mark territory. Needing 29 to win. Up against an 18 here. Still struggling to find a solid grip on the ball. That's been my issue. Well, my turn. Another head pin, another split. So there is, like I said, that's a lumberyard. I'm not sure which way I want to attack this. I feel like I want to come right of the red line on that front pin. Let's see if I can get my ball to carry through to the 10. And I just went at the 2 like an idiot. So I might have been shooting at the hole between the 4 pin and the cap, seeing if I could make it happen that way, but that's my own fault. Drill the single, save my dollar there. So needing 19 in the last box to take the string. Otherwise, Ed'll take a 2-0 lead. Just not throwing a great ball lately. And, all right. You don't get too many chances like that one. 5 pin. I've got a guide on the left-hand side, so if you're going to miss it, miss left. And this schmuck pulls it right. Oh, I'm going to drop that first string. And it's not going to be a good one. That's one I want back for sure. Yeah, that's how it would have been. A $1.04, not good enough. So I dropped the first string, 104 to 112. Not awful stats for the string, but I mean, it's not going to win. 7 head pins, 3 splits, a couple of 10s, a couple of spares, 8 pins left on the deck. But we'll get Eddie here firing away with his 2 points to none lead and an 8-pin match lead. 2. And he's going to miss the head pin for just the 2nd time in this match, leaving the Caleri left. 2nd time he's done that. That was actually the last time he missed the same thing. And this one just a little off the mark. He's got the 1 and the 9 to clean up for a 10 bucks. Oh, wow. Got it on the skinny side. Not used to seeing that. But, hey, 10 is a 10 is a 10. It's a pretty shot. All right, looking to get himself going in the right direction. And he'll stay away from the head pin to the right a 2nd time. And the not-so-common split without hitting the head pin as that piece of wood comes forward and trips the nose. 4, 7, 9, 10. Oh, wow. What a great carry on that one to pick up the spare. You see the ball kind of deflect and bounce around. It was actually the wood that toppled from the 9 into the 10. Beautiful spare for Woodside in the 2nd box. I won't say that's a break. That was a good shot. He hit that wood. He's going to splash. The fill's good. I'm sure he'd prefer a different leave, although I do like the wood on this. He's got the 410. He's got a great branch behind the 4. He tries the 10. I would have tried the 4, but then again, you know, he does have a right-hand hook. I've got the lefty spin, so picks out the 10, shoot for the 4, right on it. 38 through 3, a much better start of this string. Pressure's on early for me here. Woodside's firing away in box 4. And he's going to have his 3rd split in a row, 2nd head pin. He's got the 3, the 6, and the 7. Not crazy about that piece of wood there behind the 3 and the 6. Well, he tries to get it going. But he knew when that went off the wall that wood coming across was in front of the pin. And he was right. I was hoping it was going to turn for him. Drills it. Beautiful. 48 through 4. Clean half so far. 3 10s and a spare. Woodside looking to put me in a hole early on. I like it. That's a good way to do it. Absolutely obliterates the pocket. His first strike of the match. Nice and high on the Brooklyn side. If you're going to do it, that's definitely the way to hit him here at Sparetime. You'll get the occasional mixing strike, but most of them are pretty abusive in nature if they're going to happen. Trying to fish my 4th bowling ball there out of lane 8. Yeah, ever since coming back from Worlds when I picked up COVID, I don't think I've had quite the same drive on the ball, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. And in the second, I know when I pull it. Not often I miss that much, but rip that right into the 6. That's an idiot. All right, right back at it. Find the front. Or take out the second row of pins. 1, 2, 4 to clean up for a 10 bucks here. Not happy with myself though. Looking for the 10. Right on it.
Moron.
I love having that microphone right down there where it picks up, you know, whatever I'm saying, whatever the scorekeeper's saying. I do enjoy a good unfiltered match. Second time I've done that, hitting the 3, 6 pocket, leaving myself the 1, 2, 10. Again, not the worst wood behind it to kind of brace it, but I got to get between the 1 and the 2 here. Somersaults. Good Lord. Just the head pin, but not even well enough to get the pin off the plate. It looks like it just did a little river dance and stuck around. So waiting on that wood there. I've got the 2 and the 10. I mean, obviously, this feels like they're both going to go if I'm inside the 2 pin. Waiting. Where you need to take the shot. There we go. It's good enough. Yep. All right. Bringing 10s to a spare game.
Way too hard.
I do like the fact that you actually saw the ball kind of almost climb up the 10 pin. But 20 through 2, find myself already behind. And, oh, that's kind of what my problem's been. Just not really hitting the head pin with a lot of authority. Just see there, a little weak and thin, and I'm left with the Starlight 5 on the left-hand side. And again, just not driving through pins. Take out the check mark, but leave the 8. I got a stick in front of it. You know you've got to hit this high up or on the inside of the cap. And I got the cap 2 flush. So it'll be a $9. Another $1 for Candlepins for Cancer. That's got them up to 7 so far in the early goings of the match. I'll be poor by the end of this one. All right. Still looking for a mark here in the first half. 29 through 3. Jeez. Well, again, really not hitting the pocket with any authority. And I'm trying to make up my mind. I don't feel good about that wood in the middle. I feel I really want to get out there to the 7 pin, kind of split the V of the wood back there. I certainly didn't want to just cap that sucker into the pit, but here we are. All right, let's give that wood a shot. It's my only real chance to get a 10 out of this. Never mind. Let's not touch the wood at all. Let's just suck it up for an 8 box. Obviously, starting to get to me a little bit there. Open so far through 4, 37. Up against a strike, so without doing something here, I'm in trouble. And I respond by just whiffing on the head pin. So just 2 out of 5 in the first half here, leaving the 4 horsemen down the left-hand side. A good piece of wood bracing it behind, so let's just smash that head pin. And it's not going to carry, so I'll be open for the half. Yep, that's tough. I don't think I've had an open half in a while, but I do now. And that's going to catch it, so digging a hole for myself here. Eddie blowing me out of the water early going. He's at 58 with a pair to go, and
All right, keep it coming.
absolutely keep kicking me while I'm down. There's no defense in this game. Just get out there and blow me away. So he's up 11 plus 2 balls, stretching his match lead, and I'm going to have to dig myself out of a hole in the second half. All right. That's why you get 2 balls on a strike, right? So Eddie does what I did with my first ball of the string. Rips it into the triangle 4. And his second ball is a pretty decent recovery. Manages to get 8 on the strike and is looking at the 2 and the 6 here. And pulls it across. So it'll be an 8 box. 74 through 6. As Woodside looks to just bury me in the backyard. Woodside normally bowling out of CPL, which, you know, I'm certainly not going to say Sparetime is anywhere near as difficult and annoying as CPL can be, but there's a lot of similarities in how the action is. 1, 3, 7. Oh, and he gets the kick. Hey, he hit it. I was worried about that wood between the 1 and the 3. I think he might have been as well, but it's down, and that's all that matters. So 84 plus a ball. And third time, I think, this match. He's got the Caleri on the left-hand side. So after being 9 out of 10 on the head pin in the first string, Ed's only got 3 on it here in the second. And a little heavy on the Caleri here, taking out the 1 and the 9, and not able to get that left wing. Excuse me. Pick a pair. So 98 with 2 to go. Woodside's going to be off the head pin again. But look at this setup. 1-4. I'm looking at 5 sticks on the plate, so this should be a no-brainer. Yeah, absolutely. He's like, oh, it was even good there. So obviously not where he was shooting, but away they go. 4th mark of the string, 108 plus a ball. So far, Eddie's only left 3 pins standing this string. And a great fill and a great setup. Finds the head pin for the 4th time. Well, that wood's turned a bit. He's got the 4-7. You want to be high.
Oh, I knew it. I'm Eddie.
Oh, he knew it.
No, that was my fault.
So that'll be standing. Just the 7 pin hanging out there. Be right on it. 126 second string. Just talking to Ed before the match, and he's like, he really wanted to get a 600 and, you know, feel like he's throwing better. And strings like that will help him there. He's at 238 through 2. as I get ready to move my stuff over. That string, unlike the first one, he only had 4 head pin hits and 3 splits, even though one of them happened on a ball that wasn't on the head pin. He had a strike, 3 spares, 4 tens, and again, just 3 pins left standing on the plate, all string. So pinning exceptionally well that time. All right, just a small mountain to climb. Need 80 to take the string. And the beatings will continue until morale improves. Wow. On the head pin, this time a little higher, but not the kind of break you hope for. I leave the check mark on the right, though I don't know what to make of the wood, how I'm going to kick something over to the 7. So I just kind of want to really hit the tape and see what happens. That still hurts. That still hurts. It's been a couple of days, and watching how that misses, it still hurts. Oh, no love there, as it just left the 10 dangling. But I'll pick it up. 57, as I watch the hole get deeper for me. Wow, that's just raw. When you're struggling in a string and can't get something like that, oh well, what can you do? Let's see if we can keep finding the head pin, though. Good things will happen, right? Or not. A little thin, shave through. I leave the left wing and the 9. So 2, 4, 7, 9. No wood really that's going to factor in here. Just got to hit this clean, or try to. And it'll happen off the wall as I'm tripping over my feet. But you know, when you need a mark, you'll take it however they come in. So the good news is I stay on my feet. The better news is I've got my first mark of the string. And looking to fill it. No, that's the threshold, huh? Couldn't get, that really sums up how my ball's been lately. I'm just not throwing it well enough to pick up the strikes. Big high plank in front of the 4. Drill it, take it home, so.
Trying to salvage this one from the basement.
Couple marks in a row here, trying to get me back into this string. 86 plus a ball, but I'm still in a pretty damn big hole.
Come on.
Need a good fill here. Keep it going. Well, I missed my mark, but I'll take that all day long. It's an 8 fill. The 1-7, I really got to hit this hard to drive through that wood and deflect into the 7. So let's see how this goes. Oh! I was hoping the ball would turn around and grab it for me, but.
If I hit it, that's on me.
Eddie telling me not to hit the ball. Try to ignore the magnet in the gutter and rip it a little tight, so it'll be a 9 box. 103, I am gonna need a double strike here. Can't even hit the bowling balls. All right, 1 box to go, needing a miracle. Otherwise, I'm in a giant hole. Trailing 31 at the moment in the match. And needing a big number to get back in the string. And youch. Well, 6 head pins, 4 splits, the big sigh. 2, 3, 4, 6. So it's the eagle without its wingtips. This is a toughie. It's the hardest part of the eagle. Nothing to kick off of.
Stay on the 2-4, see if I can keep it up there.
Did you hear me there saying, I'm aiming for the 2-4. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I was hoping to kick it off the wall, and I just hit it a little too full. Punching through the 2, getting the 4 to kick, and now dealing with the 3 and the 6. Trying to save some pennies here. Blow it up for a 10, so I lose 126 to 113. I had 6 head pins, 4 splits, 2 spares, 5 tens. Just 4 pins left standing on the plate, but that'll be another $3 for Candle Pins for Cancer. Candle Pins for Cancer. As I had 3 open boxes there. And I know Eddie's looking to continue to bury me here, so we'll get it back on right away. So we can start out string 3. Comes across the head pin, so into the 2 pocket. Ends up living a bit of a mess there. He's got the high-low jack with the 8 pin. It's got some interesting wood to play with, so maybe shoot for the 1-3 and see if that head pin will do its job on the 7 and 8 for you. At least that'd be the hope. And he gave it a ride. I don't think there was anything wrong with how he threw it. It just unable to carry the 7 or the 10. And he'll drill the 7 pin with the plank in front of it. It'll be a 9 box to start him out here. Eddie's got a lot of bowling left in this season. Having only gotten 5 matches in, this is his 6th. You heard him. Oh. Leave that ball outside to the right. He's got the 1-2-8. I don't think that wood's going to block him at all, so. He's got a nice new set of Cobras that he's throwing out there today. And, split the 1-2, but looks like the ball kind of died on impact and couldn't get off the wall. Catches the wood and takes it for a ride. 19 through 2. Eddie's 5th 10 of the match. We do track perfect box percentage, which is the percentage of boxes out of the primary 50 boxes that you can throw. As he hits the head pin and turns it from parallel, you know, all right, he's got a 5-7 with some odd wood out there. But we do track the percentage of boxes out of your primary 50 boxes that are 10 spares or strikes. And he kind of capped the wood a little more than he wanted to there. So through 22 completed boxes, he has 12. Perfect. And out of 23, he's got 13. 1 strike, 6 spares, now 6 10s. So we track that percentage, you know, match to match over the season. We track how many pins a player leaves standing all match long and find out what their average is for that. We're always trying to find more innovative stats to track year over year to kind of help gauge how a bowler is throwing. Again, a great high, heavy pocket hit. Just unable to carry the 4 pin, so a loner for a spare here. Oh! Eddie there talking about it. Gets the kick off the wall. Somehow, I don't know where that wood spun around and came forward, but a spare is a spare is a spare. Great break for Eddie. 39 plus a ball through 4. And it looked like it might have pushed that 2 pin forward, but doesn't do it. Good 8 fill either way. Looking at the 1-2 for 2nd spare. All over it. Good for Ed. 57 plus a ball at the halfway point as we try to see if I can get myself back into this match. Trailing pretty heavily now. Ed having taken the first string, 112 to 104, and then 126 to 113. And again, looking at a 60 or better half. But that's the fun of Class A. All right. My turn, string 3. And my first, nope, was going to be a Cleary, but now it's just a 4-horse down the left-hand side as I continue to try to fish ball number 4 out of lane 8.
Can't consistently get that ball where you need it.
Yelling at myself because I can't consistently get the ball where I need it to go. That's true. And again, leaving the post after a 4-horse. I just can't seem to throw at that. Well, I'm just not throwing really well today, but not quite catching that pocket when I need to. Waiting for that piece of wood to make up its mind. And let's see if it settles right in front of the 7 for me. Still waiting on my bowling ball to come back. Although, since I'm throwing 3 balls every box, I guess it's not as important. And I'll take it.
Hit something.
There we go. 1 target on the whole string, right? Ugh. Pick up the 7 pin. I have a 1 pin lead in the string for the moment. And again, talked about it earlier, Starlight 5 on the left for the 2nd time. The first time I shot at this one, I wrapped out the front 4 and left the 8. Just not driving through the pins the way that I need to. Take out the front 4 and leave the 8. Just not driving through the pins the way that I need to. All right, lonely 8 pin. Oh, brutal to see the struggle going, but, and that's gonna catch it. 10, 10, 10. That is my 9th 10 early going here in the 3rd string. That's when you know you're just not throwing a good ball. All right, back on it. Box 3. And that one's going to be short of the head pin. Doesn't end up. Yeah, exactly. I don't hate that. 1, 2, 9, 10. I've got some interesting wood in play here. I kind of want to be inside the 1 pin, but I'll probably drift across it. And just miss it like a moron. Can't hit the middle. Can't hit the middle when you want. That's frustrating. Just the head pin here. Can I do it? Clank. 10, 10, 10. That is 10, number 10. I've got to figure out what I am doing on my release. And for what it's worth, now 2 days later, I went to Millis and threw 10 strings, just working on exactly that. Found the head pin. Thank God that 4 pin fell forward, but I'm not a fan of this wood. Yep, I've got the 610, and that wood is just saying I'm going to wrap around the 10. I feel it. And of course, if you miss it, it doesn't matter either way. I was looking to hit the high end of that pin and just threw it away. After that, I think I was frustrated and just took the shot to hit something. The wood did what I expected. It's a 9 box, breaking my streak there. 39 through 4, and already, once again, letting lane 9 put me in a hole. Yay! I do know there's only like 21, 22 pins on each lane here at Sparetime, so threw the ball, just trying to give it some more meat to chew on so we can get the reset. Bring up the stats while we wait. Eddie with a strike, 8 spares, 6 tens. 15 out of 25 on the head pin, 8 splits. All right, we'll try this box 5 again. Talking about how beat up the bowling ball that I'm throwing is. Come on. I'm in the game. My first strike of the match there, a good mixer. Finding a way to push the 8 pin into the pit. Much needed.
Cat in the bathtub.
Much needed. 49 plus a pair. Trying to stay alive here as Eddie's looking to continue to bury me. As he steps up on lane 8. Working on a spare. Oh, is he ever. Let's watch that one again. I throw a strike. He throws one right back at me. Big 20 box for Eddie on the hammer. Kicking that 6-pin forward. Great ball. 77 plus a pair through 6. He did that the first time. He did it the second. Once again, taking out the triangle 4 on his first strike ball. Last time he was able to turn it into an 8. Oh.
That's not nice.
I would have taken 7 already.
Ugh. Takes out the 1-5 there.
Oh!
I
You know, I don't
don't.
highlight 10 boxes.
Exactly. I don't highlight 10s, but what a shot. He blows up the 4 on the right-hand side, gets that 3-pin to kick over and knock the 2 forward. Beautiful cut. 92 with 3 to go. Almost a carbon copy of his box 6 ball. Just couldn't get it to come forward and take out that 6-pin. Think that one snuck out of his hand there. A little bit of a drop and pulls it inside the 6-pin. So see if he can clean it up for the 10. Right on it. Just 2 to go. Yeah, the F-bombs. We love them. This is an adult show, right? Woodside sitting at 102 with a pair to go. See if he can beat his 126 from the turn before.
Wow.
Again. Rocks the pocket. Just can't get the tap on the 6-pin. Don't let this in your head, Eddie. There you go. Excuse my language. Nothing. We're counting on that language. This time he doesn't let it go. 112 plus a ball in the 9th. So good. Again, absolutely a blast bowling with him. And the fill is going to be another, I think that is the 4th for him. Caleri down the left. Might only be the 3rd, but.
Be there.
And this time he gets the spare time deny.
Feel like home, huh?
Just picks off the 1-2, and the pins are like, nah, get out of here.
Straight out.
Gets the 9.
Again,
So another 126. Great string for Eddie. Great pair for Eddie. 364 for his first 3. And yeah, he's in the driver's seat here again. Kick my ass and win the first 3.
I've missed plenty that I shouldn't miss.
So I'll need 78 to win the string. I am filling a strike, so hopefully I can do something right here.
All right. Let's see if we can make it happen over
Ah!
That's the threshold, huh?
I say that a lot. Like you see that pin wiggling, you think it might go, and just not there. So it's that's not a fill yet, but don't jinx it. All right, that's a fill. A much needed 20 box, 69 plus a ball through 6s. I absolutely managed to not throw away that easy one. It's been a struggle. Certainly could be bowling better. Well, I'll take that. A nice, good rip across for a 9 drop. Just got to get out there, nail the 7-pin. Take a breath. Take a breath. Nice and smooth. Face.
Just for you, JB. Face.
Yeah, there we go. 3 in a row. That is true. Eddie did it between boxes 4, 5, and 6. I did it in 5, 6, and 7. So 88 plus a ball. So I'm going to try to fight my way back into the string. Garbage. Into the chop zone. Punching out the 359 like a jackass. God, I needed to touch that head pin. That 3-fill is going to haunt me. All right, so I want to be inside the head pin. Not that inside the head pin, but that's where I want that ball. If you're going to try to pick it up, you've got to get in between the hole there. All right, let's just not turn this into a 3-box. Oh, no. That's tough. That's tough when you're fighting for a string. Oh, 5 pins right there. Sucks. Sucks, sucks, sucks. 96 with 2 to go. As I bust my own rally. And then that was probably a little bit of an anger ball. Pulling it past the head pin. The 1, the 2, and the 10. I think for the 3rd time in this match. And that feels just like it did the first box, where I just can't hit that pin the way that I want to. Not crisps, and I will figure this out. At least I shoot it for the 10. That is number 11 on the match. But can't bring 10s to a mark fest. I'm losing the mark battle. Ed has 11, I have 7. 106, needing 20 to tie the string. God, no! Wow. I mean, yeah, sure it was thin, but good Lord, did it clean up ugly.
Well, at least it was slow play, so it really hurts. Wow.
All right, so I need to convert the bedposts. I'm going to see if I can kick off that front piece coming from the left-hand side, which is not usual for me. And, I mean, I went higher than I wanted to, and I still would have figured that the 7 would have gone, but I'm going to get double boned here. And it'll be a 9, so hey, look, it's a 115, but damn it, haven't won anything today. 6 points for Eddie, none for me. 364 to 332. I'm trailing by 32. And like I said, there isn't a stat. Oh, wait a minute. I have head spins and I have splits working in my favor. I have more 10s. But other than that, Eddie is beating my ass always to Sunday. String 4. And yeah, right through the nose, taking out the 159. So the spread eagle plus the 8. And that's a bunny hole. See if Ed can get himself out of this mess here. Hating myself for that $5. He'll just get 3 out of that, so he'll open up with a 6. Still not as bad as my $5, Eddie. And I'm pretty sure I was really trying on that. So far through the match, Ed's left 21 pins standing, including the 4 that he did there. I have 19 pins left standing. And 2 for 2 on the head pin, 2 for 2 for splits. This is starting to sound like string 1 for him again. He's got the 3-7 here. I don't know that that wood's close, but if he can get outside the 3. Ooh, oh! That's a great deflection to pick that up. You see the ball just kick off the inside of that 3, catch that wood. The wood almost stayed too high, but out of the gutter, it tripped it for him. So no matter how you slice it, it's a spare. 16 plus a ball. And on the fill, he he loves the Caleri left. You could just hear it by his favorite fantastic F word. All right. At the Caleri. Oh, just off the head nose and blows up the rest of it. 1 down the middle for a $10. And there There it is, 31 through 3. Ed's had far more fill opportunities than I have. He's only averaged 6.5 on his strikes and 7.3 on his spares. I've managed to fill my strike with a spare, and I'm only at 6.8 on spare fills because I continue to throw the occasional 3. This ball is going to come across the head pin. Good mix out of it, though. He's got the 1-3-9. Hopefully he can just kick between them and ride back into the 9. And nope, that one's going to miss his mark. So second box in a row, just needed to pick up the head pin. And he'll hate himself for that one, but that's how you join my bowling team, the missing head pins. 40 through 4. As Ed looks to sit on a big one here. And I'm down here sweating like crazy.
Here you go. Pick it up.
Oh, take that guy. 3 head pins, 3 splits in the half. I don't hate this with the wood there. 2, 4, 6. Wow. He cut it right in front of the friggin' 4-pin. Drills it for a 10, so a nice even 50 half. See if I can take advantage of the opportunity here as he's taking it a little easier on me in this string. That said, it's not his fault. I haven't been doing myself any favors. But hey, whatever. An 83 half, and I'll take the lead in the match. 83 half, right? Those are just, yeah, I got them in my back pocket anytime I need one. Still trying to find out if I can just get back to throwing my ball right, and I know I haven't been. And believe me, when I watch these streams and I do the commentary, I'm looking at trying to find what I'm doing wrong. Ed called it. I don't like it. Good Lord, what crap.
I'm saying that was really good pin action. I just got a lot I didn't deserve there.
I call out that just like Millis and Mark Moon took exception to it, he's come back to the shop. We were laughing about it. I'll take it. A strike is a strike, right? But oof, 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 oof. Let's face it. Nobody wants to throw a backdoor strike.
All right, let's hold on to the ball this time.
Yeah. Words of encouragement. Hold on to the ball. All right, working on the strike.
Real one. Real one. Nice ball.
Ed, you got me excited. I thought it was going to happen.
Seen moves like that outside of Chelsea.
That pin totally pole danced on the 5. Couldn't take it down. So just drop it down the middle. Oh, there we go. I like filling strikes with spares today. That's 2 for 2. All right, 30 plus a ball through 2. This is going to be the perfect time to have another crap fill on a spare, I'm sure.
Beautiful fill.
I hate myself. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I've been pulling the ball, and that's the first one. I've just had a pure half Worcester, and I was always right on time. Again, any of these shots, you really want to hit the open side of the head pin and right through the bunny hole. Oh, God, don't leave me with a 2-box. Don't leave me with a 2-box. Don't leave me with a 2-box.
I guess I should have gone outside.
I would I would never throw the ball at the 1-2 pocket on that. That's, I think, the first time I've seen that carry in as long as I can remember. But hey, salvage that awful fill with a 10 as I continue to plummet my spare fill average. What? I can't seem, I must have to throw backdoor strikes because That one really looked like it should have been there, but no push on the 9. And that kind of sums up what's been going wrong with my ball. Just not driving through right. But whatever. I'll take the duck. Nice, easy spare.
All right, let's go for another 2 fill.
52 plus. As I psych myself up. Let's go for another 2 fill. And that's, to me, like, I can't get mad while bowling. You know, I see a lot of bowlers get mad. They kind of take themselves out of the game. I just can't be like that. I just got to laugh my way through it. Well, that's better than a 2 fill. Couldn't get the 6 to carry. A little frustrated, having thrown a couple of 9 drops here and just not getting this guy to go. But this should be a nice, easy duck as well. There we go. Well, I almost got what I needed to get back in this one here. 71 plus a ball at the half.
Yeah. It is nice for a change. First couple swings, I certainly wasn't doing myself any favors.
Ed's getting ready to fire away. We'll get the scores up here real quick.
It was just adrenaline.
Really such a great time bowling with Ed, going back and forth with him the whole time. Just great bowler, great guy. And he's back on the noggin. Driving through the head pin hard, just leaving the right wing, 3-6-10. As I try to bully my way back into the match. And he hits it thin, but it goes. Pours it on, second match of the mark. 60 plus a ball through 6. And you'll watch as he finishes up his string, the numbers for half and match will, you know, tip towards his favor. On the fill. Little thin, leaves the diamond 2. I think that's the second diamond he's had a shot at. The first time he took out, I think, well, in this case would have been 5-8. Oh, no. This time he gets the 4-8, so he'll be shooting at the 2 and the 5 for the 10 bucks. And nailing it. 76 with 3 to go. Eddie with just 5 pins left on the plate so far this string. Most of them in that first 6 bucks. Wow. Another great ball on the head pin. Good action, good mix, and somehow nothing finds that king. Pin right out in front of it. This should be a spare. He's been dead on these today. Yep. Gotta love those planks. Nice easy spare for Woodside. 86 plus a ball through 8. He's not giving up the fight. Looking for the fill. Oh, yeah, I agree with you. He'll leave the Caleri. First one this time going down the right instead of the left. It'll be a 5 fill. 91 through 8. He did blow this up the first time he had one. Oh, it's so hard to get him. It really is a hard shot, even, you know, in a friendly house. And you can see there he picks up the 1, the 3, and the 10. That one's going to find the pit. It'll be an 8 bucks, 99 with 1 to go. Still holding on to a 60-pin lead in the match, but looks like I have a decent chance at staying alive in this string. And that'll be an eagle. Frustration getting to him a bit there. He's going to chip out the 2 pin. You know, obviously you hope here to get that formal Pro 10. Oh, and he's going to finish up with just a 5 box, a 104. Not what he wants for sure.
Mama said there'd be strength like that.
6 and a 5 bucks.
Get myself out of there.
what I did, like I said, it's funny because I'm listening to you. You're just like me on the lane. You're like, ah.
I'm just trying to keep myself, you know, an adjustment for the next box.
Yep.
All right, 71 plus a fill ball. Hopefully I won't waste it.
Let's see what we do here.
Ah, that's not wasted.
Found it.
Strike on spare. 91 plus a pair. It's finally warming up, Don. Finally warming up. The string has been a struggle, and I haven't been bowling well, but boy, do I need that. All right, working on the strike. Oh, back on the head pin, but you can see I was off balance.
Light metal, that's what happens.
Take out the diamond 3. I normally really like shooting at diamonds, but I haven't been carrying the back pin. I failed on a couple of starlights, and I'll come across and be a little thin, so it'll be an 8 on the strike, 99 through 6. Putting together a decent string here, early going. But yeah, other than getting my tail beat in, pick up the 10.
Might have been it, too.
109 with 3 to go.
Might have been it.
Looking to get back on the mark train. You'll hear me do that. Really? On the head pin. And yuck. 7-10 split. Great wood in the middle. I'm kind of thinking if I can hit the tape. And it looks like I was. It says I was a bit high. I'm probably right, but I kind of thought I was where I was aiming. Just need to pick up the 7 pin. Oh, you find that little gap in between the. How can you miss the 7 pin on the left-hand side but stay on the lane? I did it. There's not a lot of room there. I think the lane is 42 inches wide, and the back 4 pins are 36 inches across on center, so there's barely an inch of plate to stay on and still miss that. All right, 118 with a pair to go. I've got the string, and I've missed my mark there. My shot at the Cleary down the right side. Oh, frustrating. I had a good streak of head pin hits going, too. 5 in a row. And then I tanked it out there. Shooting for the Cleary. Nope. I'm going to pull that right through the 3. That is accurate. All right, the 1 and the 10 remain. There we go. A nice, pretty 10 box. That is the 14th 10 of this match. 128. With a 9, I take the match lead. After pissing away 3 I shouldn't say pissing that. I'd bowled great. But after failing to get anything in the first 3. Oh, God. That has been, both of us have had these great, solid pocket hits and just not able to carry either the 4 or the 6 often. But let's see if I can keep this on the line and just drill that 4 pin. While I'm ignoring the noise of bumpers being smashed down by Mark Moon.
Just one ball, right?
Out there cleaning up the lanes at Sparetime, doing his little cleanup and spraying the conditioner on the plate, on the lanes. They really are gorgeous lanes to bowl at. All right, looking for a decent fill here. 138 plus. Well, it'll be 8. 146. So After being horrible for my first 3 strings, I want to stick around in this match. So that gets me my first 2 points and an actual 10-pin lead looking for total pinfalls. So there is a chance here that I could swing this around to an 8-6 win. As Ed fires away quickly in string 5, leaving the 1, 2, 8, and 10. Piece of wood hanging out behind the head pin there.
Show me.
Ugh. Things flying all over the place, but unable to find the 8-pin. Good for a stick. Ooh. Makes the wood dance all purty like. That'll be a $10 for Ed here. Including that $10, Ed has 2 strikes, 12 spares, 12 tens, 25 head pins, 12 splits. Make that 26 and 13 as he's left with a rotten 5-10 off of that ball. Larry, what's going on, big fish? I think Ed would want that ball back. He picks up the 10, so just one down the heart here for a $10. I'm getting myself beat up here by Ed Woodside, Larry, though I managed to throw a decent string in the last one to get back in it. Woodside looking to keep the 10 train going and right on it. 20 through 2. Just 1 pin left standing on the plate in that last string, too. All right, Ed's going to be off his target to the left. Leaves the 4-horse down the right-hand side. Excuse me. Looking to run it down. Oh, it's going to send the head pin into next week. 3-6-10. This is Sparetime Recreations. It's in Whitinsville, Massachusetts, a little south of Worcester. A little north of Douglas, I believe. Absolutely. I went looking for a different bowling alley I could use for my home house in the ACST this summer. Walked in there and just, yep, that's a boom, all right. Eddie breaks his string of 10s with 10 and 1 ball. It's pretty neat. Like, the bowling alley is like right on Main Street. I drove by it. I didn't even see it the first time I went there. But the good news is if you drive by it right after, it's the parking lot for it. So there's only 12 lanes. They're wood. They're in really good shape. The approaches are in great shape. Oh, Ed punches through the nose there, leaves a 3-2 split to the left. I'll be doing my Beat the House tournament there this coming Saturday. Oh, it'll be a 6-fill on the strike as he sends the 2-pin for a ride. But absolutely great house to bowl at. And it'll be an 8. So a 54 half as we fight for total here. Well, obviously for the string and total. I would like to take this 8-6, so hopefully I can get up there and have a decent half and put the pressure on Ed. I'd also like to get my ass back on the 600 track, but like I said, I've just been having a problem finding my ball lately. All right. Hey, there's ball number 4. And wow. All right. I like it. On the head pin. Good mix. Almost took the triangle backwards, but just got to shoot the 2-4. Nice, easy ball. Leave it out there. Take it home. Deep breaths, right? Deep breaths. There we go. Good start there. Picking up the 2-4, throwing it right between them. Kind of the way you should, right? Blink, blink. Yep. All right. Good start. Let's keep it going. What's up there, Coachy? Yelling at myself as I knew I pulled it. I got a couple of extra pins out of there, just the 4-horse down the left-hand side. Hopefully I can carry this one. Look at the way that wood's set up. Blow up the head pin, let it bully it through. Oh, no. I knew I pushed it. Clears out everything but the nose. I've been in a bit of a slump, as you can tell. I'm trailing 6 points to 2 here, and just struggling to find the right ball. Oh, especially just throwing that one into left field. Missing the head pin. That's my name. 25 through 2. A brief lead, but obviously looking forward to that 16 bucks that Ed threw up on me in a couple.
All right, let's get back on it.
Such a fun match. All right, looking for the head pin again. All right. On the check mark. I try, man. I try. I've got a slight edge in total pinfall after a big 4th string, so I really want to get the string and the pins. Oh, no. Think I'm having a bit of an issue with my knee there. Pulled that one across. Should have been an easy check mark and pissed it away. Cleaning up the 3-5 for a 10. Or just giving another $1 to Candlepins for Cancer there. 34 through 3. After a quick start, cooling off pretty darn quick. All right, let's hope we can get right back on it. That one's not right. Ooh, no, maybe not. Good pocket shot. Didn't think it was going to catch it, but it sure did. Triangle 6. Let's see if I can find my clue on the right-hand side of the lanes. Ugh. That really kind of sums up where I've been. Just not sharp. That would have been it. Would have been that on the triangle, and if I'd missed the 10 pin, that pin coming back across would have easily cleaned it out. All right, 44 through 4. Trying to find my ball and trying to find the drive that it's supposed to have. All right, I'll take that. That's me bitching about the wood. I got to keep it inside here to get the 3-6. Will, so when I do the filming for this, actually it's spare time in between the pairs of lanes, like 8 and 9. They have these lockers. Hey! Gonna sit on a spare there. The lockers allow me to set up my cameras and my monopods and be just, you know, right on the heart. I know Ed's not going to take long to fire away here. So given a choice there, I really want to be on these odd set lanes so that I really get the best visual from a camera perspective. Oh, really? Wow. Well, he picked up the baby strike, and now he's got the 7, 8, 9, 10 to deal with. That's one you don't see that often. Speaking of 7, 8, 9, 10. The other thing, Will, is I tend to do a lot of double-header matches. So, you know, 2 ACST matches at the same time. And Ed'll take an 8-box there early on. And when you do the double-headers, you know, obviously you don't want to interfere with the other bowlers. So when each bowler is reaching to a ball return in the opposite direction of where the other bowler is bowling, that tends to be less intrusive into their space. So I see it as a win-win. Again, 3 splits in a row for Ed as he's on the nose. He's got the 2-1, this time to the left. The 2-4-6. So all in all, if I can get the split across the 2 ball returns, I take it. It's going to drive the 2 back into the pit. And in this situation, you know, Mark Moon, who's the operator of Sparetime, he was kind enough to open up the bowling alley for us and leave. We had it all to ourselves. You know, he came in a little bit later, started cleaning up, but kind of nice. All right, Eddie in box 8. He's going to be off the target, but hey, they're all together. He's got the 1, 2, 7, 8, 10. He's got some great wood lined up there, so I'm looking at, well, yeah, hitting the head pin hard and high on the 3-pin side. We'll see if that's where Eddie shoots. Come on. All right, there you go. Got the break.
Don't leave him dry.
I mean, he hit it just right, too.
Nice kicker again.
Same thing. Outside on the head pin there. Right in that 1-3 pocket. 81 plus a ball. The through 8, throwing in the 9th here. Made the mistake of getting back on the. Ooh. Yuck. Yuck. So half Worcester on the left. So the 2 and the 8, and then the 10 pin. Some great wood.
Outside.
Oh, and it found a way to push through. 98 plus a ball as Ed's really putting on the pressure here late. Oh, nice. I haven't gotten up to Riverwalk yet. Looks like a fun house from what I've seen. Oh, a huge fill as Eddie gets everything but the kingpin, and a great setup here. Just ride it down the center for the 5-pin. So he's looking to take this string and make it hard. Absolutely. Finishing up the string here with 3 in a row. 117 plus a ball for Woodside. I do love Sparetime. I'm looking forward to doing the Beat the House this Saturday and seeing how many people we can get up there for it. All right, Woodside on the fill. It'll be a 3. $120. Not a horrible string, not a horrible day for Woodside there. 588. I know he wanted a 600, but he wasn't off by much. Finishes the day with 32 out of 50 on the head pin, 17 splits, 3 strikes, 15 spares, 14 tens, and just 34 pins left standing on the deck all match. I'm stepping up 54 plus a ball. And true to form, I'm sure I'm going to rip this right through the 3-hole because that's what I've been doing on spares. Ugh, so tough. Deep breath. Deep breath. Oof. Well, the good news is I didn't go through the 3-hole. The bad news is that's, well, all right. I don't know. Come back. Come. Don't. You're all right. Let's not catch the cap of that wood. I want to sneak it in there. I'm coming all the way across from the left side. I want to get around that front piece of wood, catch that wood and the 6-pin.
The red line right, and it's going to sweep.
That is split only number 11 for me on the day, so I'll take it.
I
Yep.
want to drill. I want to get around the wood. I want to drill the 6.
I don't know if you can hit the 6.
I like Eddie's idea of hitting the cap on that thing. I just haven't had the breaks that I need to have that happen. So here I go, looking for that wood.
Yeah, so you hit the wood first, and it was too deep.
Ugh.
Pin first. Good shot, though. You hit it where you wanted.
I did. I wanted to get a little more on that 6-pin than I did, but. And that'll be a whiff. Another $1 for Candlepins for Cancer. It's a 9-box, 70 through 6. Needing 51 for the string, needing 41 to take total. So this'll be a nail biter. See if I can get my stuff together here. All right, I'll take it. Another head pin. Triangle 2. Now, I generally throw my ball with a lot of hook on this one, so hopefully I can pop it. Oh, DJ, you got to make it, man. And there it is.
That's where your hook comes in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, DJ, if you don't make the final cuts, you should be out of there before 12. All right, let's get a decent fill here. 80 plus a ball through 7, but up against 3 consecutive marks. Oh, there's the 3-hole. Get a good clean out of it, though. So 1, 2, 7, 8. I'm going to want to be up high, high, high on the head pin. Pretty much blast it straight on and hope that it kicks into the 2. Oh, what an idiot. I went thin. I went thin. Missed the mark. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. All right. 2, 8, 9 to clean up. Hopefully I can kick this in between. Oof. Just off. Leaving too many sticks here down the line. That is an 8. So 94 with 2 to go. Need 27 to take the string. So need a mark and a heavy hit. Oh, yeah. Sparetime's great. It's just not super convenient, you know, to easy highways. Like, you have to come down and then head out and go down some more. Chopping through the 2-hole. I hate myself for that. 1, 3, 6, 9, and then the 4, 7. And that's going to suck. Missed my target there. Pressure's on. Obviously want to get a bunch of pins here. 1, 4, 7, 9. Just hit that head pin. And that ball wouldn't bite. Oh, no. All right. All comes down to this. Needing a 20 box to make this a 7-7 match.
You need a strike to tie the string. Spear to take the total.
That's just tough. That's tough. Shot myself down the stretch there. It's too bad. All throughout the match, I'd been, you know, struggling, but picking pins pretty well, and that 6 box is going to just piss me off. All right, box 10. Let's get the target. Or just get hosed. All right, brace up. All right. There's a chance here for a kick. There's a chance here for a kick. I can take.
Left of the red line, that'll kick back.
Yep. So Eddie's thinking I want to go right. I'm thinking I want to go left. Let's see what happens. I kind of want to go left and let my ball get into the 4-pin. We'll see what happens. And apparently it would have gone anywhere. I hit the line. I get the spare. 1 ball for all the marbles. It's a question of if I'm going to go 6 and 8 or I'm going to go 10 to 4. Now, I've previously filled this in, so I need to just clear that out. There we go. So if I don't throw a strike, it's a 10-4. It's a 10-6 or 8-6 loss. If I throw a strike, it's a 7-7 tie.
9.
Ed calls out 9. Oh, I go right through the heart. It's a 3. We both had a pair of 3 spills, 3 fills. Oh, what garbage. What garbage. Oh, such a great time bowling with Eddie. Let me tell you, I'm glad he won 8-6. He throws a 588. I throw a 591, so I hold on for the total. He had 3 strikes, 15 spares, 32 head pins, 17 splits, 14 tens, 34 pins left standing. I had 3 strikes, only 14 spares, 33 head pins, 12 splits, 15 tens, and 29 pins standing. And let me make a couple of quick chappity taps over here to make the audio on. And we'll give us all the replays. Enjoy. Let my ball get into the 4-pin. We'll see what happens. And apparently it would have gone anywhere.
Yeah, the only one that you missed was that last
7-7. So
the 2 strings that you
this one
struck.
wasn't really that bad.
No.
But I just threw some bad those boxes there, like that box there. Frustration, 5 bucks. Instead of getting 2 or 3 on the end.
I killed myself down the end of those shit boxes.
Yeah, that 6 box. Great for the string. That's
the 6 and the 10 to fall, and now just a lone 2-pin to pick up his first mark of the string. And to give me a chance to test my replay. Sneak that in, swoop it across. Worried about catching the cap here. Oh, well, it was enough to drive it. And oh, is it gonna cozy on up? Well, halfway there. Safe place, you're off the lip, and no doubt so far in this match. So after 8 in a row, he's got the Caleri down the left-hand side. And the skip is,
Oh, come on! Yeah!
there it goes. That's what I was talking about with Ed too. Like, he makes the same comments all string long. And I'll take it.
As JB would say.
Head pin as that piece of wood comes forward and trips the nose. 4, 7, 9, 10. Oh! Woodside looking to put me in a hole early on. I like it. That's the good yell can be. But there's a lot of similarities in how the action is. 1, 3, 7. Oh, and he gets the kick. 1, 4. I'm looking at 5 sticks on the plate, so this should be a no-brainer. Yeah, absolutely. No wood really that's going to factor in here. Just got to hit this clean, or try to. And it'll happen off the wall as I've been lately. I'm just not throwing it well enough to pick up the strikes. Big high plank in front of the 4. Drill it, take it home. Heavy pocket hit. Just unable to carry the 4-pin, so a loner for a spare here. Oh, forward, but doesn't do it. Good 8 fill either way. Looking at the 1-2 for second spare. All over it. Talking about how beat up the bowling ball that I'm throwing is. Come on. I'm in the game. Working on a spare. Oh, is he ever. It's the pocket. Just can't get the tap on the 6-pin. Don't let this in your head, Eddie. There you go. Might go, and just not there. So it's that's not a fill yet, but don't jinx it. All right, that's a fill. Nice and smooth. Face.
Just for you, JB. Face.
He's got the 3-7 here. I don't know that that wood's close, but if he can get outside the 3. Ooh! Oh! Do the commentary. I'm looking at trying to find what I'm doing wrong. That pin totally pole danced on the 5. Couldn't take it down. So just drop it down the middle. Oh, there we go. On the 9. And that kind of sums up what's been going wrong with my ball. Just not driving through right. But whatever. I'll take the duck. Nice. Get the 6 to carry. A little frustrated having thrown a couple of 9 drops here and just not getting this guy to go. But this should be a nice easy duck as well. Just leaving the right wing. 3, 6, 10. As I try to bully my way back into the match. And he hits it thin. Somehow nothing finds that king. Pin right out in front of it. This should be a spare. He's been dead on these today. Yep. Ah, that's not wasted. Just not able to carry either the 4 or the 6 often. But let's see if I can keep this on the line and just drill that 4-pin. Bowling alley I could use for my home house in the ACST this summer. Walked in there and just, yep, that's a boom all right. Deep breaths, right? Deep breaths. There we go. Actually, it's spare time in between the pairs of lanes, like 8 and 10, 8 and 9. They have these lockers. Hey! Come on. All right, there you go. Got the break. Sure. On the left. So the 2 and the 8, and then the 10 pin. Some great wood.
Outside.
Oh, and it found a way to push through. Just ride it down the center for the 5 pin. So he's looking to take this string and make it hard.
Boy.
Absolutely. A lot of hook on this one. So hopefully I can pop it. Oh, DJ, you got to make it, man. And there it is. My ball get into the 4 pin. We'll see what happens. And apparently it would have gone anywhere.